You do not command things to appear by your words or loud affirmations. Hi guys, welcome back again sa Pinoy Manifestation. This is Coach Lee Lo. At today, I'll be sharing yung mga insights ko and learnings, also practical ways kung paano natin ma-apply ang manifestation using this book from Neville. So, this is the Neville collection. So, kompleto siya ng all 10 books. Available to. Just message me sa Facebook, Instagram, or sa TikTok. Tapos, meron din tayo ng complete collection plus radio lectures niya and mga lessons. Yan yung dalawang compilation books na available sa atin. So, kung gusto nyo mag-order, message nyo lang ako. Ngayon, ang gagawin ko is magbibigay ako ng mga practical tips at kung ano yung interpretation ko dito sa book na to. So, magbibigay ako sa inyo ng lines or quotes from the book itself. Tapos, try natin i-dissect kung ano yung pagkakaintindi ko sa kanya ngayon, as of now, na consciousness ko. Okay, so this is February 2024. Then, of course, syempre, ang aim natin dito is para matulungan ka na mapadali yung manifestation mo. We don't want it to be complicated. Syempre, gusto natin very easy lang. Okay, na talagang maintindihan ng lahat Pinoy audience natin. Start nitong At Your Command. So, yun yung first book dito sa Neville Collection. Sabi ni Neville Goddard dito, when the Bible is read in this light, you will find it to be the greatest scientific book ever written. Okay, so si Neville Goddard kasi, he's a Christian. He believes in God, obviously. Pero iba kasi yung take niya at interpretation niya sa Bible, iba sa nakalakihan natin as Catholics or Christians. Si God daw is, of course, our higher self or consciousness. That's the same as God. Na-explain niya dito kung bakit, kung paano yung correlation ng manifestation and us having God within ourselves. Maraming debate dito. At yung first time din ako sa manifestation, medyo magulo para sa akin yung about sa Bible and manifestations. Pero right now, it's getting clearer to me. Hindi ni outcast ni Neville Goddard si God as the supreme being, kundi yung interpretation niya ng Bible is meron tayo talagang role doon sa creation. So, hindi lang basta meron na tayong destined fate. Kasi growing up, yung mga naririnig natin sa TV, tsaka sinasabi sa atin ng parents natin, di ba, na just have faith, kumbaga sundin natin kung ano yung nakatadhana talaga. And that just doesn't make sense, di ba? Kasi ibig sabihin nun, wala tayong free will. When in fact, sa Bible naman, in-explain naman talaga na meron tayong free will. So, ano ba talaga? So, ang pagkaintindi ko dito is, yes, we have God as the supreme power, pero binigyan niya rin tayo powers to create. Okay? So, we are co-creating our world. Paano yun? So, that's when we identify with our consciousness. So, yung consciousness of being, kung ano yung pinapaniwalaan mong version mo as yourself, yun yung magmamanifest sa life mo. Okay? In layman's term, ganun siya. Pinakasimple paraan na i-explain ko siya. Sabi dito na you do not command things to appear by your words or loud affirmations. So, hindi, yung manifestation, hindi siya parang abracadabra, okay, or gusto ko ng red na sports car, tas dadating sa yung sports car. Hindi siya ganun. At hindi din siya, sabi nga ni Neville, hindi siya vain repetitions. Hindi yung tipong paulit-ulit ka lang, na paulit-ulit ka na sabi na gusto ko yumaman, gusto ko yumaman, or mayaman na ako, mayaman na ako, mayaman na ako. Does that mean na magmamanifest na talaga sa'yo yung kayamanan? Hindi rin. Kasi nga vain repetition, di ba? Kung hindi mo talaga pinapaniwala, hindi mo na-feel that it's possible for you, hindi talaga siya magmamanifest into your life. Sasabi niya din dito na instead of looking upon the Bible as a historical record, ang naging interpretation Bible is like a psychological drama of what's really happening in our mind. So, kung gusto mong tanggapin yan or hindi, doesn't matter naman. Pero ang nagustuhan ko kasi kay Neville is at the core of his teachings, faith pa din talaga yung pinupush niya towards people. Nasabi niya, kahit anong mga techniques yung gawin mo, if you don't have faith in God and also faith in yourself, faith in your manifestations, hindi rin naman talaga siya magmamanifest. The dumb man without using words is conscious of being dumb. Therefore, he is decreeing himself to be dumb. Kumbaga, alam mo na bobo or talakaway, sorry sa word. Alam mo siya, hindi mo siya kailangang sabihin pa. At the same time, kung alam mo magaling ka sa isang bagay, or magaling ka sa math, magaling ka sa academics, or magaling ka sa sports, just know it in your heart. That's why, yun yung nagiging being mo. Yun yung nagmamanifest sa life mo talaga. So, kung ano man yung consciousness mo, kung hanggang saan, yun yung magiging ikaw, yun yung magmamanifest sa life mo. So, talagang all throughout your life, yun yung makikita mo. Lahat ng evidence na magaling kang kumanta, hindi ka masyadong magaling sa math. So, yun yung magmamanifest ka. Kung ano yung consciousness ng being. Okay, kung ano talagang pinapaniwalaan mo na ikaw talaga. Like, what's your identity?
Just 5 pages ng book. Dinidescribe niya lang yung foundation talaga ng sino si Jesus, ano yung sino si God, ano yung foundation ng reality creation natin, anong correlation niya. And gusto ko sinabi niya dito na now you can see what is meant by you must be born again. If you are dissatisfied with your present expression in life, the only way to change it is to take your attention away from that which seems so real to you and rise in consciousness to that which you desire to be. Sabi niya, kung ayaw mo yung buhay mo ngayon, like you're dissatisfied, diba? You're unhappy. Nagreklamo ka sa buhay mo, for example, ayaw mo nang maging mahirap or may pinagdadaanan kang problema or you're not happy with your relationship. So sabi niya, just take your attention away from it. Kasi the more na ini-indulge mo yung sarili mo, tumatambay ka sa situation mo, the more siyang magmamanifest. Kasi nga, yun yung mga bagay na pinapaniwalaan mo. So, in correlation din sa attention. Diba? So, kung saan nga daw yung attention natin, that's where our energy is. Diba? So, sabi niya, you rise in consciousness to that which you desire to be. So, focus ka doon sa desire mo, ano ba yung state na gusto mo? For example, meron kang problema ngayon sa relationship, ano yung state na gusto mo? Like, for example, happily married. So, yun yung higing focus mo when it comes to living your daily life. Sabi niya pa dito, you cannot serve two masters, therefore, to take your attention from one state of consciousness and place it upon another is to die to one and live to the other. Hindi pwedeng naniniwala ka sa dalawang bagay na magkaiba. Okay, so it's either you believe na you are poor or you believe that you are rich. It's either you believe that you're happy or you believe that you're sad. So, namimili ka lang talaga. So, ang interpretation ko dito is life is full of choices talaga. And freeing siya in such a way na maisip na, okay, meron pala tayo talagang say when it comes to our reality here on earth. Hindi pala siya tipong minsan nagtataka tayo na bakit dito tayo nabuhay sa pamilya na to, bakit hindi sa mayamang pamilya or bakit hindi sa ibang lugar. And that's when you realize na yun yung mga circumstances na hindi mo na mababago pa kasi it's there already. Pero how you move and how you create yung mga susunod na mangyayari sa life mo, it's really up to you. So, kung gusto mong tambayan yung problema mo, okay lang naman kasi malulubog ka talaga dyan, di ba? Yun lang din yung makikita mo. That's why, meron akong mga clients na they would say na bakit daw they keep on attracting the same people, the same negative people, di ba? The same type of people na hindi nila gustong ma-encounter. It's because they also have that attention, eh, di ba? Kumbaga, meron kang, binigyan mo ng attention yung bagay na yan. Or maybe, it's like a reflection of what you see of yourself. Perception mo sa sarili mo, yun din naman yung naging perception ng iba sa sarili mo. So, if you think na you don't deserve a loving relationship, deep inside, baka kasi akala mo hindi mo deserve yun. So, you will keep on attracting wrong people into your life. So, sabi niya dito, praying then is seen to be recognizing yourself to be that which you now desire, rather than its accepting form of petitioning a God that does not exist for that which you now desire. So, can't you see why the millions of prayers are not answered? Ito, I agree na nung nalaman ko to, it's just, alam mo, nag-click talaga sa akin. Oo nga, no? Kaya pala, ang daming unanswered prayer kasi we are asking for something. We are begging for something. Sana po, Lord, ganito. Sana po, mangyari yung ganito. Ang prayer kasi, even in the Bible, di ba, sabi na, when you pray, it's as if nakuha mo na siya. Diba? So, it's like a confirmation. You recognize yourself na nakuha mo na talaga yung bagay na pinagpe-pray mo. Kahit na physically, wala pa siya. Kahit na in this world, parang imposible siyang makuha or anything like that. But, when you pray, you just give thanks. Diba? For example, you want a house or you want a car. You just give thanks. Na as if nakuha mo na siya because that's how you exercise your faith. Isip natin na, okay, gusto ko ng ganitong bagay. Tapos susundan natin ng, pero kasi imposible kasi yan eh. So, yun, wala tayong faith nun. Diba? Kasi, we all know that nothing is impossible through God. Diba? So, bibigay niya talaga yan once na dinesire mo yan. Nabanggit pa dito ni Neville na yung creation kasi, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong dito sa mundo natin. Kasi whether it's yung right or wrong naman kasi natin dito, it really depends sa culture, sa rules ng isang bansa, religion maybe. So yung tama sa atin dito, pwedeng mali siya sa ibang lugar. For example, yung pagkain ng baboy. Tama sa atin, pero sa ibang religion, mali siya or sa ibang country. Yung concept ng right or wrong, it changes. Depende na lang yan sa tao. So yung manifestation, it doesn't matter kung masama yung gusto mong i-manifest. It will manifest if you really believe na ikaw yun. Okay? Na ikaw yung taong yun or you have that skill. Kahit na makakasakit siya or what. I'm not encouraging that or not encouraging that. I'm just laying out the foundation na it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. As long as you want it, as long as you desire it and you believe it to be true, na yun yung consciousness of being mo, like you are that person, that version of you. Yun yung talaga magmamanifest sa life mo. Diba? Kasi wala siyang concept of right or wrong. Prayers to be successful must be claiming rather than begging. So if you would pray for riches, turn from your picture of poverty by denying the very evidence of your senses and assume the nature of being wealthy. Diba? So when we pray, huwag mo nang i-acknowledge na mahirap ka. Okay? Hindi yung tipong, sana po maging mayaman ako. Kasi pag sinabi mong sana po maging mayaman ako, ina-acknowledge mo na hindi ka mayaman. Diba? So, dapat thankful ka na talaga na. Thankful na mayaman kami, sobra-sobra pa yung mga blessings and we can eat 3 or 4 times a day. Expenses namin bayad. Wala kaming problema sa mga bills and all. Yun na yung prayer mo. It's instead of bebeg ka or you're asking for something na sana matapos ang problema or sana mawala na yung sakit ko, you are still acknowledging na may sakit ka. So, focus kung ano yung state talaga na gusto mong makuha. So, for example, kung may sakit ka, gusto mong state is healthy ka. Diba? So, you focus on that. When we pray, make sure that we are in alignment. Kumbaga, naka-align tayo sa heart and mind natin. Naka-focus talaga tayo. Walang mga distractions, patay ng cellphone, patay ng ilaw kung pwede pumikit. Para talagang makapag-focus talaga tayo when it comes to prayer and thanksgiving. Nung lahat na we are grateful and all. Sabi nga nila, that's the ultimate state of manifestation, yung pagiging grateful, diba? If you're someone na hindi mo pa alam kung ano yung hihilingin mo kay Lord, then just be grateful of the little things. Yun lang naman. This is until page 8 lang. So, just click like and subscribe if you want more practical tips sa manifestation. At siguro gagawin ko na lang din yung video na to para ma-encourage din ako na magtuloy-tuloy na basahin ulit lahat ng mga books ni Neville. Kasi gusto ko rin naman ulitin lahat.